Okay, so one issue they happen for this country now. Good morning first, my very good to may not be like say I don't get respect. Una dey here when they say if you do not like the election, go to court. When we told them that the constitution says you must get 25% in FCT, they say no, what the constitution talk with that. Including Femi Falana told us that FCT will be regarded as a state. It can't be like say we know your English because the constitution said 25% into third of the state and FCT. Now, they went to court. Labour Party tendered their case. Now, they don't bring all the witness finish. APC not see witness bring. TINUBU and INEC bring one. The court said go and do your written addresses and bring it within 10 days. Wole Olanipekun, the lawyer for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did his written this thing 2 days ago, brought it before the court back, the election petition tribunal back. And practically he's threatening us inside his written addresses. He's telling us that now he don't agree. Say they're not win 25%. He said, but if they take because of that 25% annul the election or nullify the election, that it is going to cause chaos in this country. It is going to cause anarchy. So therefore, may they leave the president day as the president of the country like that. Forgetting that is not what our constitution says. Let me read the news to you according to this day newspaper. Hear this. TINUBU to tribunal. Nullifying presidential election on account of 25% FCT vote could lead to chaos and anarchy. President Bola Tinubu has warned that nullifying the February 25 election that produced him as president on account of the fact that he did not score 25% of the lawful votes cast during the election in the FCT could lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislature. Besides, Tinubu told the Presidential Election Petition Court that the two petitions filed by the candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and his counterpart of the PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, seeking the nullification of his victory at the February 25th presidential election are not only novel, but not familiar with the country's electoral laws. Tinubu's submission were contained in his final written address against the two petitions pending at the PRO-EPEC. The five-member panel had on July 5th given the respondents in the two separate petitions 10 days to file their written address, while the petitioners were given 7 days to reply. The panel led by Justice Haruna Tamami gave the order shortly after Tinubu, Shetima, and the APC closed their defense in the two petitions, and as it will be recalled that the INEC had closed this case a day earlier. Both Atiku and Obi, alongside their respective parties, had dragged INEC before the PRO-EPC for declaring Tinubu and the APC winner of the presidential election. Amongst the relief they seek is the nullification of Tinubu's election on the grounds that INEC did not substantially comply with the guidelines and regulations for the conduct of the 2023 general elections and relevant electoral laws. INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu had on March 1st returned Tinubu as the winner of the February 25th elections with 8.7 million votes, while Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi were said to have scored 6.9 million votes and 6.1 million votes respectively, besides faulting the figures which they claimed were incorrect because the collation of results was still ongoing when Mahmood returned Tinubu as the winner. The petitioners also claimed that Tinubu cannot be said to have won the election, having not scored 25% of the lawful votes cast in the FCT. Besides, the two petitioners argued that Tinubu ought not to be on the ballot because of an alleged United States District Court judgment that ordered his forfeiture of $460,000 suspected to be proceeds of drug trafficking. Another ground they are seeking is disqualification regards the alleged double nomination of Shetima, who according to them was already a senatorial candidate for the APC in the Borno Central Senatorial District election, conducted the same day and time with the presidential poll. See this election, They don't tell us many things, so they shock us as living things. So magic don't happen for this election. For example, how can you win an election in 37 states? The man will win the highest number of states. How? Obi won the highest number of states. He won 13 states, including the FCT. And even the Lagos, where Chemo, he cleared the state house down. So much so that even we vote for Lagos, we were not convinced with the result. As much as he won, we were not convinced with the result. How can you tell me that the highest person will win the highest number of states now win the lowest vote? How can you tell me that your IREF is declaring another result in River State and INEC is calling something different? And now somebody they threaten us, say it's going to cause chaos if we follow what is in the Constitution. There are some words that are not right to say, especially when we hear from a very educated senior advocate of Nigeria. The job of the judiciary is to uphold the Constitution. Nigerians are a very peaceful people, so anybody that is thinking that someday we are going to go to chaos is lying. All we need in this country is a government that is run by the rule of law. The job of the judiciary is to uphold the rule of law. Can we let them uphold it? Why is somebody telling us that because that he feels that if you nullify it, there's going to be chaos? There will not be chaos in this country. I remember when Yusuf Babadati Ahmed come on TV, cut us the president was talking to the then president and say, do not declare President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the president. He said it based on his own conviction. He felt if you do it like that, you defy democracy. One of our professors tell us in our fascism. Today, a learned man has said something like this. Our professor, we are waiting. We hope to hear from you because I don't understand how that one and this one, we don't know which one big pass. Because after Yusuf Babadati Ahmed said that word, people like Lai Mohammed went to America to make noise. But now, Wala Nikbeko is putting something like this in his written address. It's very good that we condemn it if it is wrong. As for Nigerians, there's going to be peace in this country. Nobody's going to let you people carry out your threats. It will not happen. And the Constitution clearly stated what is stated. Thank God, say at least now. Una don't agree. Say you don't get 25% and that it does not work with the Constitution. At least now, I don't agree. No, we're waiting for the court. We believe the election tribunal will want to they understand the law better than all of us, so we're waiting for them. We want to hear from them. This written address was dropped 2 days ago. 5 days time, Labour Party, or maximum of 5 days time, Labour Party is going to drop their own written address, and then the tribunal will give the judgment, which is what we are all carefully waiting for. But please, let nobody threaten the country. It will not be good if we take decision based on the fact that we are afraid of what some people think is going to happen in this country.